Hello and welcome to the transcription explanation of this design. I had a lot of fun playing with the style. I tried to make it look like these gears and kind of swirly spring things. And in the final tattoo, your tattoo artist is welcome to play around in this empty space here and in this empty space here. And in my sketches, I kind of had those like clock numbers here, like like 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and then like 12. 1, 2, 3 could go there, or something like that, just to kind of get that clockwork spiraling in vibe like in Capaldi's intro. And that was kind of the goal of this design. But this is just the bare bones of what is necessary for the translation. Every piece here is part of the letters and words in this design, and I'll go ahead and get to that. So in this script, you start reading at the bottom and going counterclockwise, like a time traveler going back in time. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4 words in this design. And this first word is kind of tricky because this circle is just part of this word itself. It's not its own word. All of these letters, sometimes they either have this like sort of gear texture or they're just plain circles. And these kind of gear textures don't change the translation and can be adjusted or affected. This was just, I thought, a nice design of the gears to make them look kind of random, yet still in a pattern that looks like they could connect in turn, but also separate and legible as the letters in the word. Anyway, with that being said, let's go ahead and get to reading this design. So this is our first word, and this is the first letter of our first word, and it is a complete circle. I'm going to call the gears circles. This is a complete circle inside the word circle. That means it's this stem, and it's got one line attached to it, which means it's in this column. So this row plus this column makes this letter an N here. And there's a vowel. Vowels are these little circles, which I have with this gear shape pretty consistently throughout. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 vowels total in this piece. And this vowel is attached like a bead on a string to this stem. So if we look at that, it's like this here. And we follow that down, and that makes it an O. So this is an N-O. Then we follow this word circle here. This is a completed circle on the line of the word circle. And that means it's in the bottom row. And if we look closely, none of these lines end on it. They all pass clean through. There's nothing that stops on it. Like this one has those lines that all stop on it. This one has nothing, so that makes it a TH. And then we have this vowel, and it has a line going inwards towards the middle of the word circle. And that makes it an I. So an E is a vowel just on the line of the word circle, and I is like E but with a line in. So this is the I. And then our last letter is this circle on the line of the word circle, like this. But it has 1, 2, 3 lines ending on it, and these ones all pass through it. So that makes it an NG with 3 lines. So N-O-T-H-I-N-G. Nothing is our first word. Our next word starts at the bottom here, and this is a deep divot, like an omega. And there is 1 line on it, so that makes it a G. Here's another O, just like this one, attached to it like a bead on a string. Then we have this letter, and this is kind of tricky because it looks like there's only 2 dots with it, and 2 dots with this one. But then these 2 dots both have to go somewhere, and this one is closer to this word, so it goes here, and this one is closer here, so it goes here. So there's actually 1, 2, 3 dots with each of these letters. So that makes them an L inside the word circle, and a D on the line. This is a deep divot here. So G-O-L-D, gold. And then we have this word, which its first letter starts at the bottom here, and this is a completed circle inside the word circle. So that means it's in this row. And we have 1, 2 completely filled in circles. And I did these dots more like gears than actual dots, because these are actual dots and these are just filled in gears, but I've been treating gears as circles. So these 2 filled in gears make them in this column, and you can see the resemblance of the 2 dots there. So that means it's in this row. So this is a K, and this word is can. And in this script, you usually swap the letter C to a K or an S, depending on what sound it makes. And because this C goes K, we swap it to the K, so K. And then we have a vowel, and it's outside the word circle, so like this. So that makes it an A. And then our last letter in this word is a circle inside the word circle with one line on it. That makes it an N. So can. And then our very last word starts with this. This is a shallow divot with 1, 2, 3 lines on it. So that makes it an S. And then we have a T, shallow divot with nothing, another A, just like that one, and 2 dots, putting it in this column again, except this is a circle on the line of the word circle, just like this one and this one. So that makes it a Y here. So nothing gold can stay. And again, one more note for your tattoo artist, because all of these are parts of the letters and words, don't affect them, and if you're going to have lines attaching to them, don't let them connect to any of the gear bits. It's okay to connect them to like these rings, but you really shouldn't need to. And be careful adding gears, because then they'll look like part of the words. But you can add effects and textures and things in the background, especially here and here, like those numbers, and that'll look really cool. And shading is also totally fair game. Shading and line thickness and textures do not change the translation at all. So yeah, that is that, and I hope you like the design.